talk about some money cause I got some. Yeah, and I could talk about these guns cause I shot some. You can't talk about real niggas cause you're not one. You can't talk about us cause you're not them.
Hey yo, open your eyes, you see a real nigga. Most niggas faking be ducking, don't wanna deal with them. My finger pulling the trigger, gotta conceal with them. Hammer with pads, make a tackle on the field with them. Most people trying to might, but ain't like me. Now they getting mad in they feelings, they wanna fight me. But you don't want no problems like that, and that's a fact. If Lord got the Bernie motherfucker on the Mac. Baby girl, getting smarter every day, I'm sure. And a sister like a charm, when she shine like a jewel. The pot is full, we dump shit. Niggas got the test.
This just happened, man. I'm sorry this got to be in the beginning of the video, but this just happened. The Philadelphia Eagles did, in fact, you know what I'm saying, release Avante Maddox. I talked about this on Saquon's channel probably like a week ago. He was due to have a $9 million cap hit this season. The Philadelphia Eagles did release him, but you know they are in talks about a possible reunion. There's some value in having a guy like Avante Maddox on the roster, but the Eagles are obviously trying to save as much money as possible because I think that they're going to target some really, really big free agents. So Avante Maddox at the moment is out, but the two sides are talking and possibly in hopes of trying to make something happen. So you might keep your roommate, Dallas Goedert.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah. Lord Brunson back at you with the back at you, and I am the best reporting on the Eagles. Before we get into the meat and potatoes, I got to let you know this video was brought to you by Print Champs. I've been seeing a lot of y'all doing y'all due diligence, making sure that, you know, we put some respect on the thank you, Jason Kelsey T. Brought to you by myself, great designer, Jesse Wines, and the Print Champs family. You already know the vibes, man. Make sure you use code BULLY10. You see it at the bottom of the screen. Get your Kelsey shirt. They jumping out the gym like Vince Carter. I ain't seen a spike like this in merchandise being moved since the Hurt season hats. So make sure you jump out there, jump out the window and grab you one, man. Let's talk about, you know, while we're talking about an Eagles player, let's talk about another guy that I consider to be a Eagles legend. You know what I mean? At one point, Zach Ertz. Zach Ertz has been one of my favorite Eagles for a very, very long time. He's coming back to the NFC East on a one-year deal to the Washington Commanders, worth up to $5 million. I think the Commanders just released, or they're not going to re-sign Logan Thomas, whatever happened there. So this is an opportunity for Zach Ertz to start. Now, you know, it would have made more sense for the Philadelphia Eagles to go grab Zach, because when Dallas Goedert don't play, there's a void there at the tight end 2 position. But Zach's probably still feel like he got some left in the tank to where he can go start. I saw a lot of people saying things like this about this, though, like Zach Ertz and Jason Peters, they aren't Eagles legends because they went to go play for other teams, you know what I mean, in the division. But, you know, that couldn't be furthermore from the truth, man. Those dudes will always have a spot cemented as guys are part of that 2017 team that won it all. So, yeah, we ain't going to go there, man. Let's talk about our guy Saquon Barkley, though, man. It's heating up with Saquon, man. Multiple teams are rumored to have interest in pending free agent Saquon Barkley. JPA Football reports those teams include the Eagles, the Raiders, the Texans, the Ravens, the Bills, and the Chargers. To see the Eagles on this list is refreshing. You know what I mean? We have a void there. We know what Saquon Barkley brings to the table. He's cooked us many a times. He's cooked the division many a times. He's cooked teams outside the division. Saquon Barkley is a generational talent. I thought it was disgraceful that they decided to pay Daniel Jones over Saquon Barkley last year. But Saquon Barkley will hit the free agent market and will be one of the most sought out after free agents on the offensive side of the ball this year. I think Saquon Barkley brings more value to a team than Baker Mayfield, and Baker Mayfield is a quarterback. So if the Philadelphia Eagles were able to get their hands on Saquon Barkley, that could only mean that, you know, under Kellen Moore and with Jalen Hurts, A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, you know what I mean, Dallas Goedert, that the sky's the limit for this offense if you can get a running back like Saquon Barkley. So we just got to see how it pans out. But I'm really interested to see where he lands. But, of course, I would love to have Saquon Barkley in Philadelphia, man. In other news, the safety market is heating up. I mean, heating up big time. The Philadelphia Eagles can also fill a void there. Let's talk about the newly released All-Pro from the Bills. Jordan Poyer is scheduled to be released today. He's a little on the older side, if you ask me. I think he's about 30, but if he fits the scheme, he fits the scheme. Now, there's no doubt that he got a lot of juice left. You know what I mean? There's no doubt that he is able to play the game at a high level. You know what I mean? But you got some young pups that's still out there, including C.J. Gardner-Johnson. Xavier McKinney, also of the New York Giants, is scheduled to be released. He had a nice little quote, you know what I'm saying? A nice little quote. I'm starting to see things from a bird's eye view. Yeah, we got the right birds for you in Philadelphia. We got 17 birds, as a matter of fact. So, to get Xavier McKinney over here could work. You know what I mean? 24 years old, was a team captain. Gardner Johnson, 26 years old. And then I named a lot of people not really talking about. Cameron Curl, 24 from the Commanders. It could work. We have seasoned guys on the defensive side of the ball in terms of coaching and brass. You know what I mean? It's all about what fits the system. We need to get guys that fit the system instead of just going after guys with names. I feel like we learned a valuable lesson last season when we went out there and grabbed Kevin Byard. We know he was an all-pro, but does he fit the system? Is he a scheme fit? The Eagles have to draft and acquire free agents who are scheme fits. So whatever these coaches are drawing up on a whiteboard could come to fruition, you know what I mean, this season. So, we got a lot to think about. We got a lot to, process, but there are some ways forward with the safety position and the running back position with, just how much these guys are being released and how, teams are starting to devalue, proven assets. The money thing always comes into factor in professional sports, especially in the NFL. Releasing guys to save money has been the name of the game for the last couple of years. But, letting Gardner Johnson walk out of the door, you know what I mean, last year was a giant kick in the butt this season. You know what I mean? We tried to put lipstick on the pig and dress it up like we didn't need the ball hawk and safety back there. But Gardner Johnson should have still been an Eagle, and we should have not been having to deal with this problem this year. So hopefully Howie Roseman is scouring these things like we know he is. Hopefully he's not being cheap. And, this is the year to spend some money because you've been to the playoffs 3 straight years. You're looking to get back there a 4th straight year. Now we got to get there and come back with something, man. So let me know what y'all think in the comments about Saquon and the safety market heating up. You already know the vibes.